Finding positivity can be an underrated way to build ourselves and our energy. For one thing, I think we can all agree that positivity makes all of life so much more enjoyable, but its power goes well beyond smiley emojis. Research tells us that happier people are more creative. They are better problem solvers. They are more fun to be around. Well, like that's a surprise. And as a result, they enjoy better relationships at home and at work and get promoted more often. Happier people also have higher functioning immune systems, and they even tend to live longer. Positivity also contributes to our energy management because when we do find ourselves low energy, a perky mood is our best backup strategy. So how do we boost positivity? Research tells us that the two most reliable ways to improve our mood are to perform random acts of kindness and to nurture an attitude of gratitude. Lots of various research studies point to those elements. So why don't we combine the two so we can kill two birds with one stone? Oh, awful visual. I hate that expression. Anyway, when we make a difference for someone, we feel good about ourselves, and that more positive self-image helps not only boost our mood, but it also improves how we look at the world. It takes the cynical glasses off and replaces them with kinder ones. It can also contribute to our sense of gratitude for things we might otherwise take for granted, like our skills and circumstances. If we do it often enough, these pathways become more habitual in the brain, resulting in a change in circuitry that make the good vibes more permanent. Now, I know what you're thinking. MJ, I'd love to spend more time volunteering and mentoring, and I hope to do a lot of it when I'm retired. But in the meantime, it's the real world over here, and I haven't seen the bottom of my laundry basket nor the surface of my desk in months. Never mind adding more commitments to my schedule. Don't worry, my friends, I hear you. But there's no need to have a weekly date serving meals to the homeless to be someone who cares to be kind. Although if you do have that in your heart, you get a gold star. Let me give you a random example that happened to me one day. I was returning home after a conference in Las Vegas. I had flown to my hotel late the previous day, didn't sleep very well, gotten up early to deliver my speech, and went straight back to the airport. Not an ideal schedule, but that's how it had worked out that time. I was flying Southwest, and if you haven't had the chance to notice, Southwest flight attendants like to joke around when they give the security demonstration. Well, that day, instead of saying, "If you are traveling with a young child requiring assistance, secure your own mask first," the flight attendant said, "If you are traveling with a young child, My family lives in Canada, so I have traveled with the young child many times before, and I knew exactly what she meant. Flying with young kids is super fun. Right up there, along with oral surgery. Now, at the end of the 3.5-hour flight, I noticed a mom traveling with 2 kids under the age of 4. And this mom was clearly struggling. She sounded like this. "Sweetie, stay right here. Put on your coat. Max, grab your bag. No, please don't climb on the seat. Olivia, you can't eat what's on the floor. Put that down and let's sanitize your hands. Max, we don't throw Teddy at strangers. Come on." And since I was sitting just a couple rows behind her, I figured that another mom could be of help. I stayed back, and all I did was help Max get his backpack on and kept Olivia busy with a few peekaboos while Mom was grabbing her own jacket and bag. The magic here wasn't about the mechanics of getting off a Boeing 737. It was that suddenly, the mom felt understood and less alone. And that human connection got me energized. Even though I had been very depleted up until a few moments before, now I had energy. Seeing her need and doing something about it lifted my mood, and that's the beauty of helping others. It benefits both sides. And since that day, whenever I fly with my young son, instead of being anxious about the whole thing, I am now grateful that when we fly, little James is outnumbered. So you see, the idea here is not to become the volunteer of the year, but to find ways to become someone who naturally lends a hand.